Nnamdi Kanu is vindicated again over Malami'S propaganda. You see, you don't need to be surprised at uh, what was said that Malami said. You understand? You don't expect Malami to ever say anything good about Nnamdi Kanu now. You should expect the worst to come out of his mouth, and don't forget that Nnamdi Kanu is already topping the list. It's already topping, so you don't expect Malami to be lenient. Don't expect to be lenient. You understand? So with what I've just gathered, or with what the court have gathered, that is what we use to justify Nnamdi Kanu's breakthrough. All right, let's quickly check the content anyway. The Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, Malami'S, said on Monday that the law will run its course in the trial of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is being prosecuted at the Federal High Court over terrorism charges. Mr. Malami, who appeared on Channels Television Politics today, Monday evening, however, did not foreclose a political solution in Mr. Kanu's alleged conflict with the Nigerian law. In terms of prosecution, you cannot rule out any possibility. The law of the land must take its natural course. In our lands, there are a lot of possibilities, but as it is now, the law is taking its natural course, Mr. Malami said. There has been a clamor from notable groups in the southeast for Mr. Kanu's release. Some of them have visited President Muhammad Buhari over the matter, but Buhari would later respond in an interview that Mr. Kanu should defend himself in court. The IPOP leader was reportedly arrested in Kenya and brought back to Nigeria in June last year by the Nigerian government. This was almost 4 years after Mr. Kanu fled Nigeria after the military invaded his Afara Uku home in Abia State in 2017. While abroad, Mr. Kanu, a separatist seeking the secession of the Igbo-speaking part of Nigeria as an independent Biafran nation, frequently reached out to his followers mainly in the southeastern part of the country through incendiary social media broadcasts. During the period, the Nigerian government blamed him and his IPOP for the escalation of the violence in the southeast region. After his rearrest in June last year, the charges of treasonable felony leveled against him for seeking the secession of the South region were amended to include terrorism charges. You see, I'm happy that even the court now even know that it's a propaganda. Like I've said before, that there is no other lies the Nigerian government will be able to say now that will make the courts to believe them. No other lies. Someone who pleaded not guilty of 7 counts charge, he pleaded not guilty of 11 counts charge, and he still pleaded not guilty of 15 counts charges. Which other lie do you want to lie on him that will make the court to believe you? No other lies. So you see now, this is what we are lamenting of. Well, no doubt about all that has just been made open in the public. You see, Malami is just, disgracing himself giving himself a very bad name. Yes, he's giving himself a very bad name because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at one point has been already recognized to be a free man. To the courts themselves, Nnamdi Kanu is innocent, completely innocent. That's why you saw that everyone is throwing their support for him. That's why you saw that every lawyer wants to be his counsel. The senior advocate that is presently his senior lawyer, San Ozekume. Ozekume presented himself willingly to defend Nnamdi Kanu. Because why? Because having gone through Nnamdi Kanu's case, discovered that this young man is completely innocent and deserves to be defended. Same thing goes to other top lawyers, international lawyers most especially, coming to defend Nnamdi Kanu, to defend him, because they know that what the Nigerian government are only trying to do is to get themselves exonerated. So before that could happen, someone should appear and defend this young man. You understand? And that's just the humble truth. So, my dear listeners, as you can now see, that all these things are what we as individuals has been looking at and be lamenting of day after day, that someone should come and do. All right, without much time wasting, let me hear from you to know what your take on this very news may be. Don't forget, your comments are very important. Don't forget to leave them below the comment box. Click on the subscription buttons, so on the bell buttons to receive more updates. Thank you.